Hi, I'm going to be sharing how to use Kahoot. We use Kahoot a lot in our class, and it's easy to get to, easy to work. The kids love it. You're going to go to Kahoot, and mine automatically comes up. Then Kahoot Learning Games. You'll go to log in, or if you need a new account, you'll sign up. It's you can do a free account, so it will not cost you anything. So I get logged in. I just log in with my Microsoft through the school. You can log in however you would like. There it goes. Of course, it's going to be a little slower. At the beginning, when you sign up, it will ask you. There's different levels you can pay for. A lot of schools have it already paid for. But if you scroll down to the bottom, it'll say free access, and it'll ask you like if you're an educator or whatever, and you can just put that you want a free access. But Kahoot is basically a game type learning site where you can teach something, and then you can do this and kids play a fun game where they answer, and it's kind of like a little competition. There are some multiple ways that you can do Kahoot. You can do Kahoot individually, or you can do, which we like to do in our class a lot, is you do Kahoot by groups. So like we'll group kids and they'll be in different groups, and so then the whole group wins. So then it doesn't it's not always just individually, because some of our things when we do it in our classroom tends to be the same kid winning all the time, which you run into. I mean, that's pretty normal in a classroom. But you can see I'm at the home page with my Kahoot, and you can add a new Kahoot, you can make your own Kahoots. I personally have never made a Kahoot. I always just come on here and just try to find something close to what I'm working on that works for me so that I can see it and use it. There's all different kinds of things on here. Um, there's a library you can go to that'll bring up your different things. This is your library, and it'll show what you can do when you create it. Shared with me. You can share with each other some of your favorites if you have favorites. Um, these will obviously drafts will be just what you want. You can purchase different Kahoots, and of course, if you have an upgraded Kahoot account, then you have more access than I do. I just go with straight up the free account. But to do Kahoot, we'll go back here, and here's Discover again, and so you can go across the top and you can see where it says Math. And so all of this is math. So then you can put in, it says like Kahoot Access Pass or whatever, and then you can do it by subject again. So I'm going to do math. I'm going to unclick these. I'm going to do just elementary math. And down here it says grade. I currently work in first grade, so I'm going to choose first grade. And as you can see at the bottom, it's still choosing all your different things. Then so you've got these options that you can go by, where you can look through here and see all the different options. So like here's a superhero math. So let's see. And it'll tell you how many questions are involved and how many are not. Here's a spring math. So let's just click on it and see what it looks like. And so then you can see it'll give you the question, so you can assign it to your class, and then you can just press start and do it. So if you assign it, it'll ask you what time and when you want to assign it and where you want to assign it. And we assign it to their Seesaw account a lot of times. So they'll go on Seesaw and then they'll just click on the thing. Or if you're just in a classroom and you're doing it on your smart board, you'll press start and it'll load, and it'll bring forth a number here in a minute that our kids have iPads, so then they can get their iPads out and do the Kahoot with you. So this is where you get to choose which mode you want. You either have the classic mode, which is individuals, or team mode, which is the teams I was talking about where they're set up in teams. So this will just say classic mode just because. And then it'll load you a game pen, and that'll be your game pen. That'll be when your kids go to Kahoot, then they will put in this game pen and start doing to get it. So it'll, and then their names will show up and they'll do it. So then we can just, then you can press start, which it says we're waiting on players, so we can't start right now. But then you get the idea of how it's supposed to be. You would, when your players would show up and your kids would show up, then your game would start. And then you could go back and let's see if we can go back. Let's go back and see if it'll let us. We'll go back. Well, they won't let us. Let's see if we can go back one more time. There you go. And I've got back now. And you can see what the questions are. And right here, if you look, it'll tell you how much time they have to answer the questions. Some of them you got to be careful because some of them have a real, like this one has 120 seconds. But if, of course, once everybody's done it, you can go ahead and click and move on. You don't have to wait the whole time. But then it just, and so like it tells you what each question is, so you can look to see what the questions are going to be before you assign it to your class to see if these are really things that you have covered in class. And there's all different kinds of subjects. We've done some fun ones with like different videos we watched. We did one with the Christmas and Scrooge, and there's some fun ones that are just plain old fun, Kahoots, and then there's these that are the learning Kahoots. So there's so many options with Kahoot, and the kids don't realize it because it is a game and they really love it.